Okay, so I have a video that I made a while ago, kind of talking about the Karma Seal. It's a little bit outdated, but it does have some very relevant information, so I suggest you check that video out before you check out this one. Also, if you've been following the Boruto manga for a while, you're probably familiar with the fact that the whole purpose of the Karma Seal is to allow an Otsutsuki to kind of reincarnate in your body, as shown with Momoshiki in Boruto and Ishiki and Jigen and Kawaki. So prior to Kawaki achieving this Karma Seal, Jigen was experimenting on many people to see who would be able to survive and become the perfect vessel for him. And besides Kawaki, who ended up being the perfect vessel, Code actually ended up surviving the ritual as well, with essentially an empty Karma Seal, right? So he had the marking on his hand. It didn't really contain any of the stuff that was going to turn him into Ishiki. But we do end up seeing the importance of having a perfect vessel, because Ishiki put such a large strain on Jigen's body that it ended up leading to his own downfall, right? His body started kind of falling apart, and whereas if he was fully reincarnated into Kawaki, this strain wouldn't have been as much of an issue, because, you know, Kawaki was his perfect vessel. So the karma is essentially like a hard drive that slowly turns the user into their respective Otsutsuki, but the white karma is like an empty one, where it allows the user to have some benefits of utilizing the Karma Seal without actually having their body taken over by the respective Otsutsuki. Amato offered this to Kawaki to do something very similar in the form of a weaponized karma that wouldn't take over his body, but this is a little bit different, as we see in the battle with Teen Boruto and Teen Kawaki that Kawaki does have the weaponized karma, but it isn't a white one. So knowing that Code has a white karma, he is stated to have a combat power exceeding that of Jigen's, as stated by Amato, and even with his limiters, it's highly likely that he's probably still stronger than Delta and Boro. So when he activated it, it kind of spreads from his palm all the way to the left side of his face, very similar to what happens with Kawaki, and it allows the user to gain access to their Otsutsuki's power, although potentially limited and likely weaker than the original Karma Seal. Also, is something to know is that some claws appear on the Code's hands whenever he uses it as well. So with the limited uses of the white karma, it's kind of unclear of some of their other abilities, but it's possible that it may come with more benefits too, because we do see Code when he's going to engage in battle, he does activate the Karma Seal, which means that it does have some benefits, you know, such as possibly some faster regeneration.
How original.
And perhaps some of the abilities of their respective Otsutsuki, like for example being able to absorb chakra if their Otsutsuki had a Rinnegan, right? This is a little bit more of a stretch, as the white karma is again like an empty USB drive, so it probably has just more basic amps, but we could speculate that, like for example, if Boruto had a white karma, they still might be able to absorb chakra, right? Because the Karma Seal was originally from like Momoshiki, you know, just throwing that out there. But again, we don't have a lot of information on this, so it's kind of hard to cover all the bases, but that's all we know at the moment. If you guys like more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.